Dr. James JC Cooley. That's right.
The James Cooley Show, It's Your Life, can be heard every Sunday at 9 p.m. right here on The Answer San Diego. Life is full of circles, cycles, phases, and stages. It's your choice to ignore or embrace them. Motivational speaker, author, military veteran, and founder of the J.C. Cooley Foundation, James Cooley, and his guest will inspire and equip you to strive for your own greatness and overcome adversities. Listen to The James Cooley Show, It's Your Life, every Sunday at 9 p.m. right here on The Answer San Diego.
The James Cooley Show, It's Your Life, can be heard every Sunday at 6 p.m. right here on 660 AM The Answer in Dallas-Fort Worth. Life is full of circles, cycles, phases, and stages. It's your choice to ignore them or embrace them. Motivational speaker, author, military veteran, and founder of the J.C. Cooley Foundation, James Cooley, and his guests will inspire and equip you to strive for your own greatness and overcome adversities. Listen to The James Cooley Show, It's Your Life, every Sunday at 6 p.m. right here on 660 AM The Answer in Dallas-Fort Worth.
Yeah. Dr. James JC Cooley. The James Cooley Show. It's your life. Yeah.
Hello, welcome to the Cooley Show. It's Your Life. I tell you what, we're going to lock in all of that. And you know, so Todd, Todd, there's an echo coming from somewhere. Todd, can you hear me? Hello? Well, we're going to lock in all the platforms right now. And I tell you what, we got an absolutely fantastic show coming your way today. We got this young lady that I've been knowing, her and her husband, for a long time. Served together in the military. She's doing so many outstanding things, you know. So I tell you what, I want to start off differently this time. Whichever platform that you're watching us on. If you're watching this on E360 television, Transfer TV, YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook, or over 84 other live platforms, welcome to the show. If you want to be part of the conversation, there's a couple ways you can do that. whichever platform that you're watching us on, all you have to do is just go to the comments, ask any questions that you might have. I promise you we'll get you an answer. Or you can pick up the phone and dial 1-888-344-1170. Again, that's 1-888-344-1170. This is what we're going to do today. I'm going to let this young lady introduce herself with this video. Here we go.
Hey, self-care warriors. Are you ready to glow from the inside out? Meet Natasha Norris, founder of Skincare by CMG, a plant-based skincare line designed to nourish your skin with pure, high-quality ingredients. But Natasha is more than just a beauty entrepreneur. She's a 26-year retired Navy veteran, speaker, author, and advocate for self-care and physical health. She's also the heart behind an annual campaign to keep homeless veterans and the elderly warm each winter. And if you're ready to elevate your self-care journey, pre-order her upcoming self-care journal, Gratitude, before its official release. You can support her campaign or pre-order her journal at www.natashanorris.com. Looking to book Natasha Norris for your next event? Email natashaspeaks@natashanorris.com and bring the power of self-care to your audience. Your skin, your health, and your well-being matter. Visit www.sbcmg.com and start your journey to radiant skin today. Skincare by CMG, because self-care starts with you.
Wow. So let me tell you about the title of today's show. The title of today's show is Why Processes Trauma is Essential. It's essential. And so today we're going to have a sit-down conversation with Natasha Norris, a retired Navy vet, speaker, author, advocate, and founder of her own skincare product, CMG. It's a plant-based, and she's going to tell you a little bit about that one later. We're going to understand why it's essential to understand trauma and how it happens and what we should do about sometimes when we are faced with that situation, the consequences of avoidance. And we're going to talk about healing, growth through processing. But I'll tell you what, I want to bring to the stage right now, Natasha Norris. How you doing, Natasha?
I am great. Thank you so much for having me on this show.
Wow. We've been waiting on this for a while, so I miss you and Terry. I hope he's watching. If you are, Terry, how you doing, man? It's been a lot of years.
Yes, it's been a long time. It's good to see you.
Oh, absolutely. And so, Natasha, I want to begin by, I know what I read forwards in the intro, but can you tell our viewers and listeners a little bit more about you, where you grew up, what made you click, and why you're so passionate about the things that you do?
Absolutely. Well, I was born in Los Angeles, California, but was kind of raised a little bit all over California, but ultimately came back to Los Angeles. I'm someone who believes deeply in resilience, self-care, and transformation. As you mentioned, I served in the U.S. Navy for 26 years, which definitely shaped me in so many ways. But my journey definitely didn't stop there. I took everything that I learned from the military: discipline, strength, adaptability, and basically just poured that into creating something that could help people heal both inside and out. And that's how Skincare by CMG was born. But outside of work, I'm a wife and a proud mom to 3 adorable fur babies. I love cooking. It's my therapy, and dancing is another passion of mine. But life has definitely taken me through many twists and turns. But at the core of everything I do is a mission to empower others, especially women, to take care of themselves, not just physically, but emotionally and spiritually as well.
Wow. So I always like to throw a wrench in right away. If you had one adjective to describe who you are, what would that adjective be and why?
Servant. Everything I do is based around service in some way, shape, or form.
Oh, I like that. I like that. So Natasha, I met you and Terry in the military. Who or what inspired you to join the military?
I just remember seeing the commercials at a young age, and I was inspired, and intrigued by them. And I remember, saying that, I wanted to join the military, and people being like, no, you don't. But I think, I didn't join until I was about 19. And, I needed something. I needed something that challenged me. I needed something that was going to give me structure, to push me beyond my limits and allowed me to grow. And so it was the best decision I could have ever made for my life. But yeah, it was really just the marketing that got me.
Oh, yeah. In the military, as you know, we learned so much from the military. At least I did. I know you and Terry did as well. That helped shape our focus on what we're doing today, and I'm talking about the rest of our life. So what lessons did you learn in the military that you live by today?
Oh boy. Discipline for sure. Teamwork, resilience, perseverance for sure. Definitely, I would say adaptability as well. Those are things I think I carry with me every single day. I learned how to navigate challenges with a level head, how to push through, even when things felt impossible. And I think most importantly, I learned how to show up for myself and others with integrity and strength. And I think these lessons have been instrumental in building my brand, because just like in the military, entrepreneurship, it requires resilience, especially in this niche, and the ability to adapt to unexpected situations.
Absolutely. So you want to talk about the title of the show, Why Processing Trauma is Essential. Can you tell our viewers and listeners what you mean by that? And then we really going to get off into that right after the break.
Absolutely. Well, this is a topic that's deeply personal to me. Throughout my life, I've seen how unprocessed trauma can weigh people down, myself included. Trauma, it doesn't just affect your emotions, it affects your body, your decisions, your relationships, and even your skin. And so I want to create more conversations around healing, because I know firsthand that when we confront our past and truly work through our pain, we begin to feel lighter, freer, and really just more in control of our lives.
And you're absolutely right. When we confront that, when it comes, because at one stage or another, we all are going to have trauma. Absolutely. And I believe it's all about the attitude, how we confront that, how we digest that, in order to, I guess, what I call ease of mind. Because you have family, you got everybody depending on you, and if you're going through trauma and you're not able to adjust to it, there are going to be some problems. Absolutely. I'll tell you what we're going to do is we're going to take a station break, and we're going to come back. We're going to have a lot more discussions with Natasha Norris. And I'll tell you what, if you're going to be part of the conversation, you have to do it with Dr. Watch James. Ask any question that you might have.
It's your life. That's right.
Welcome to Veridian Christian University, where faith and learning come together to transform lives. At VCU, we believe that education is more than just academics. It's about fostering a community of growth, integrity, and purpose. Whether you're pursuing a bachelor's, master's, or doctorate, VCU offers flexible, affordable, and 100% online degree programs that cater to your busy life. Our innovative platform provides a personalized learning experience, empowering empowering you to thrive in today's ever-evolving world. Join a global community of learners guided by an experienced faculty who are committed to your success. With VCU, you're not just earning a degree, you're preparing for a future that integrates faith, leadership, and service. Viridian Christian University, educating with purpose, transforming lives. Learn more at ViridianChristianUniversity.com. ViridianChristianUniversity.com.
Hi, I'm Dr. Michelle Cooley. I've heard so many powerful stories from women who survived heart disease because they took action in time. But I've also heard stories of women who weren't as lucky. The difference? Awareness, access to care, and early intervention. According to the American Heart Association, every 80 seconds, a woman in the United States dies from cardiovascular disease. That's more than one life lost every single minute. But did you know that 80% of heart disease cases are preventable? That's right, 80%. That means small changes like eating healthier, exercising, and managing stress can save lives.
Hi, I'm Dr. James J.C. Cooley, and I'm committed to making sure that more women survive and strive. Please join me in raising funds for the American Heart Association to support life-saving research, because every heartbeat is worth fighting for. In honor of Women's History Month, let's spread awareness and help women recognize the warning signs before it's too late.
Really get a chance to know who you are. And once you know who you are, you truly know who you are, love who you are. Love who you are. You're a masterpiece. Love who you are. Love who you were born to be. Love me some me. That's what I'm talking about. When you leave high school, you gotta know today or tomorrow, or hopefully today, what your plans are. Hopefully, there is no bad decision unless there is no plan. Create, collaborate, commit with confidence. Commit with what? Commit with what? In everything that you do.
Honor of Women's History Month, please join me in support of the American Heart Association and women's health.
Welcome to Viridian Christian University, where faith and learning come together to transform lives. At VCU, we believe that education is more than just academics. It's about fostering a community of growth, integrity, and purpose. Whether you're pursuing a bachelor's, master's, or doctorate, VCU offers flexible, affordable, and 100% online degree programs that cater to your busy life. Our innovative platform provides a personalized learning experience, empowering you to thrive in today's ever-evolving world. Join a global community of learners guided by an experienced faculty who are committed to your success. With VCU, you're not just earning a degree, you're preparing for a future that integrates faith, leadership, and service. Viridian Christian University, educating with purpose, transforming lives. Learn more at ViridianChristianUniversity.com.
Yeah! Come on! Your life.
Hello, welcome back to the James Cooley Show. It's your life, and I tell you, just sitting back having this discussion with Natasha Norris, and she was talking about why processing trauma is essential, and we left off at that. But one of the things I want to say is sometimes we all need help. We all need help. We need to reach out. Sometimes the trauma is so bad, that affecting us, that it's nothing wrong with reaching out.
Absolutely.
To getting help. Now, what are your thoughts on that, Natasha?
So, that for me, a lot of people are afraid to, and it's so important to seek help. You can't get through it alone. That's one of the absolute first steps you should take. I am a huge advocate of either therapy or contacting a friend, because you can't navigate the healing process by yourself, right? You need someone who's going to hold you accountable, right? Because trust me, when I first started therapy, I wasn't being honest about how I felt about certain things. And the first two therapists made it really easy for me to just get up and walk away. So reaching out for help is absolutely necessary for your journey to healing.
Well, funny you mentioned that. Michelle and I experienced trauma about 8 months ago. We lost our only daughter, right? And I'm stubborn, didn't want to reach out for help. And it took Michelle about 3 months to talk me into, actually getting help and being honest. And that's why I mentioned that sometimes, it might be overbearing to you, but we have to be able to step forward, especially guys. Guys, we feel that, can't nobody tell us nothing, can't nobody help us. we deal with it ourselves. But that's so important that sometimes we do have to, and there are a lot of folks are like, I'm not, that's embarrassing for me. It's not.
No, yeah, not at all.
And as of today, I'm talking not just today, but I feel a lot stronger, and I can deal with a lot of things just by going out and getting help.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I want to talk about this skincare product that your line. So I want to talk about skincare by CMG.
Let's do it.
Natasha, tell the world, what is it?
Well, okay. Skincare by CMG, it's named after my grandmother, Charlie Mae Green, to honor her legacy. But it's more than just a skincare brand. It's a movement. It's a movement rooted in self-care, healing, and empowerment. I created it to be a safe space where people can intentionally invest in themselves, not just through skincare, but through the act of prioritizing their well-being. Our products are plant-based, they're nourishing, and they're designed to promote healthy, radiant skin. But they also represent, something much deeper. For me, skincare is not just about what you put on your skin. It's about the relationship that you build with yourself in the process. So, as a kid, we're taught to go through the motions of getting up, wash your face, brush your teeth, right? That's not nurturing your skin. That's just going through the motions of cleaning your face and doing what you got to do to get out the door. Every time you take a moment to cleanse your face, apply a serum or sit with a face mask, you make a choice to care for yourself. You're reaffirming that you're worthy of love, attention, and care. And so that is why Skincare by CMG is built on the philosophy that skincare is self-care. And our products and our platform encourage people to basically slow down, be present, and nurture both their skin and their spirit. So I just want people to see skincare as not as a chore, but as a ritual, a moment of peace and restoration in their busy lives.
Well, I tell you, since I mentioned that, I see that the 2,000 more people that start watching. I guess the enthusiasm. I'm looking at the numbers right here. The way that I said, let's talk about that product. You're like, yeah. And so can you tell our viewers and our listeners, it's plant-based, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell them about some of the products and how you go about making it, what type of plants that you utilize and making these products?
Absolutely. So we use a lot of plants that promote anti-inflammatory, healing properties. So chamomile, aloe vera, honey extract. You'll find rapeseed oils, just a lot of healing properties, cucumber. There's I have 28 SKUs. I'm just kind of pulling things out the air, but everything is derived from either a natural plant source or a natural food source, such as sugarcane or milk. So there's no toxins, no parabens, chemicals, or anything like that.
Do you guys grow your own products, or you?
No, so I do have a manufacturer. I work closely with a cosmetic chemist as well as an esthetician, and we, take a lot of time. We took a lot of time in the beginning to just make sure that we got it right. For me, it was very important because I did a lot of research on how chemicals impact the skin. I was on this health and wellness journey for a long time. Got rid of all the things. The chemicals and things, and just went kind of natural. But because there's so many things that impact your body that you put on your skin or that you use to clean your house, right? And so I wanted to provide my customers products that weren't going to impact them down the road, right? You're beautiful now, but 10 years from now you got something else going on based on something that you put on your skin. And so that was huge for me in creating this line.
Whatever you're doing, I mean, you still look the same as you did 25, 30 years ago.
Something's working. I'm doing something right.
They look the same. Hey, is your product for women, men, or is everybody?
Both. Yeah, we just launched a men's line in March. We did that mainly because the wives were complaining that the husbands were stealing their skincare. And so we were like, please put something on the shelves for the men. And so we went to work and formulated something for the men. So we do have products for men and women.
Yeah. So what type of products do you have for men? We got about a minute before the break.
We have a cleanser, a moisturizer, and an aftershave.
Aftershave. What type of aftershave? Like
it's a spray. It's like a cooling aftershave. It's very cooling and refreshing, according to my husband and other men that have tried it.
Hey Terry, come on, man. I tell you what, this is fun. We're gonna take a station break, but I tell you, we're gonna come back. We got a lot more to talk with Natasha about. And if you want to be part of the conversation, what the way you can do it? Pick up the phone, dial 1-888-344-1170, or go to the platform that you're watching us on and ask any question that you might have. I promise you, we'll get you an answer. It's your life, and we'll see you shortly after the break.
James, JC, Cooley, it's your life.
At Viridian.
Check it out. It's Dr. James, JC, Cooley. Hey, let's go. The James Cooley Show. It's your life. That's right.
A Black Man's Point of View is the newest Amazon.com #1 release and bestseller book from author Dr. James J.C. Cooley, featuring the perspective from 11 other contributing authors. In A Black Man's Point of View, Dr. James Cooley unpacks his thoughts and personal experiences about the challenges, stereotypes, and feelings of self-worth that many black men face today due to a 400-year ancestry rooted in slavery and colonization. Yet, how so many black men move forward despite this history. Most importantly, A Black Man's Point of View conveys that all men, regardless of race, creed, or color, are capable of love, respect, and dignity. Described as a map to a greater life from the heart of a man who's experienced life's misfortune and harsh conditions, James shows us how beliefs, convictions, and a healthy mentality can help propel a life worth living. A must-read for all. Order your copy of A Black Man's Point of View by author Dr. James J.C. Cooley today from Amazon.com or wherever books are sold.
with circles and cycles, phases and stages that shape who we are. These moments define us, and we have the choice to either accept or embrace them. Hello, I'm Dr. Michelle Cooley, and I encourage you to support the J.C. Cooley Scholarship You Can Award so we can empower high school seniors and college students to believe that they can achieve anything they set their minds to.
Hello, I'm Dr. James J.C. Cooley, the host of It's Your Life Radio and also founder of the J.C. Cooley Foundation. With your help through donations to this year's J.C. Cooley Foundation Scholarship Award, we aim to inspire, prepare the next generation of leaders. We kindly ask for your generous support to help bless at least 30 or more future leaders by donating between a minimum of $250 or more. Please consider donating what you can by May 1st and join us in shaping our future leaders of tomorrow.
Journey through life's precious gift of time, just like I have. Hi, I'm Todd Pierrick, the producer of The James Cooley Show. It's your life. And in the new audio version of his book, Country Boy, City Boy, A Journey That Ain't Over Yet, you can join James as he shares his true life story of struggle and success in America. It's both a cautionary tale and a roadmap to achieving the American dream. This is a must listen for anyone who thinks they're stuck in life or needs to understand that their current situation is not their final destination. Country Boy, City Boy, A Journey That Ain't Over Yet is the unfiltered truth to provide hope for the future by challenging you to refuse to become a victim of life's circumstance and dare to become an overcomer because a bigger, better, and more impactful life awaits you. Get the new audio version of his book, Country Boy, City Boy, A Journey That Ain't Over Yet by Dr. James Cooley on Amazon or wherever books are sold.
It's that time. It's your life. Dr. James J.C. Cooley.
Hello, welcome back to the James Cooley Show. It's your life, and I tell you, just sitting back here, just having fun, and with Natasha Norris, and she, just like I said, she wears so many hats. I had to talk a little bit about her products. I know we're supposed to be talking about why processing trauma is essential. We're going to get back on that. But I tell you what, if you want to be part of the conversation, all you have to do is just go to the platform that you're watching us on. Go to the comments, ask any questions that you might have. I promise you we'll get you an answer. Or you can pick up the phone and dial 1-888-344-1170. My main man, my producer, and California studios, AM 1170, The Answer, F96.9, we'll put you through. We got studios in Dallas, say AM 660, The Answer. I tell you, it's the answer. It's the answer. Hey, Tosh, I want to get back to the trauma portion of this. I got excited about the care product. We'll talk about that again in a minute. But what are some of the signs that a person might have when they're having trauma? I'm talking about some of the visible signs and mental signs that you can share with our audience.
Yeah, so trauma doesn't, it's not always obvious. It doesn't always look like panic attacks or emotional breakdowns. Sometimes it's much more subtle, and it kind of sneaks into our daily lives without us even realizing it, right? It can show up as constant exhaustion where no amount of rest, seems to make a difference. You might struggle with concentration or finding it difficult to focus even on the most simple tasks. Physical symptoms, right? Like chronic headaches or stomach issues, muscle tension, even random aches and pains with no medical explanation can also be linked to trauma. Your skin can also tell a story. Unexplained breakouts, eczema flare-ups, psoriasis is even linked to trauma. Persistent dullness can also be signs of underlying stress. There's emotional signs, irritability, mood swings are also, they're very common, and a heightened sense of anxiety. And that can even be in a safe environment. Many people also feel a sense of detachment or numbness, like they're going through life on autopilot without truly experiencing it, if that makes sense. They'll avoid social situations or disconnect from loved ones, really not realizing that their body and mind are protecting them from deeper emotional wounds. So there's a lot of signs that can be happening that the person doesn't even realize it's happening. You know what I mean? And that has actually happened to me. I went almost 2 years really just kind of avoiding social situations. In my mind, I just thought, I'm just working. I'm just so tired from working so much. But I was really detached. Didn't know it.
You mentioned in relationships. I'm talking with others that are going through this, and there's a lot of visible signs. How does trauma, without a person, or just like what you just said, not knowing that you are actually experiencing these things, how does that affect relationships? Not just husband and wife or kids or friends, family. Can you talk about that?
How does trauma affect you? You're talking about all relationships
All
in
relationships.
general? Okay. Well, here's the thing. Trauma, it affects how we connect with the world around us. So when we haven't processed our pain, we often develop protective barriers, sometimes without even realizing it. Some people push their loved ones away because being vulnerable just feels too risky. And then others do the exact opposite and attach too quickly because they're seeking validation and comfort in relationships that a lot of times, aren't healthy. It also affects our relationships with others in a way. Well, trauma can lead to low self-esteem, self-doubt, and a lot of times self-sabotage. We may settle for less than we deserve or convince ourselves that we're unworthy of love and success. I think many people don't realize that the way we react to conflict, intimacy, or even simple interactions is shaped by past experiences, right? So if we don't take the time to acknowledge and heal from our trauma, it continues to dictate how we engage with others and how we treat ourselves. Case in point, if all you've experienced in relationships is chaos, well then in your mind, if your relationships aren't chaotic, your relationship isn't healthy. Right? So you're going to create chaos in your relationships because that's all you know. And so healing, is about recognizing these patterns and giving ourselves grace, as we learn new, healthier ways to connect. So it's about relearning trust, both in ourselves and in the people who we genuinely care for us.
So, do you believe that society um, society might misunderstand certain things and don't think people crazy just because they act in a certain way, and not understand the feeling that they might be going through some issues, and a lot of people um, base their feelings, their thoughts on what other people think. I don't, but
Oh,
there's
yeah.
many that do.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. I think a lot of people, when they think of trauma, they often associate it with like big, obvious events like, abuse and combat or some sort of, huge, severe accident or incident. But trauma comes in many forms, and some are often overlooked, like childhood emotional neglect, right? People think that you should outgrow that and become this, emotionally intelligent person. Well, how do you become that person when you've never, had that experience growing up? growing up in an environment where you were never acknowledged or validated can deeply, affect someone's self-worth and ability to form healthy relationships. And then there's, generational trauma where, pain and struggles from past generations just get passed down through the family patterns, right? And then many don't realize that issues like anxiety, self-doubt, and fear of success can be rooted in struggles of those that came before them. And then there's racial trauma and microaggressions and the stress of constantly having to navigate an unwelcoming world that can also have a heavy toll. But these experiences are, often dismissed. I mean, even things like financial instability or, just a hostile workplace, medical trauma, all of these things that are distressing can leave lasting wounds. And so society does tend to acknowledge trauma when it's extreme. But the truth is, many people are carrying pain from experiences that aren't always seen or validated.
Wow, you mentioned a lot of things. I mean, that is so true, especially in today's time, in my opinion. You mentioned trauma, you mentioned racial, all of that stuff. I believe it caused deep pain to all of us. Whether you're black, white, pink, gold, or purple. I'll tell you, we got to take a station break. We're going to come back. We got a lot more on Natasha Norris. So we're going to talk to her about. If you want to be part of the conversation, 1-888-344-1170. Again, that's 1-888-344-1170. It's your life. And we'll see you shortly after this.
That's right. It's your life.
Hi, I'm Dr. Michelle Cooley. Heart disease research saves lives. It's that simple. Thanks to medical advancements funded by the American Heart Association, more women are surviving heart attacks, strokes, and other cardiovascular diseases than ever before. But there's still so much work to do.
Hi, I'm Dr. James J.C. Cooley, and I'm raising funds to support life-saving research because every heartbeat is worth fighting for. In honor of Women's History Month, please join me in support of the American Heart Association and women's health.
At Viridian Christian University, we believe education is more than just a degree. It's a pathway to a purpose-driven life. Whether you're advancing your career, pursuing a passion, or building a new future, VCU's 100% online programs give you the flexibility to learn on your terms, anywhere, anytime. With expert faculty, personalized mentorship, and a faith-centered approach, you'll gain the skills, knowledge, and leadership you need to make a lasting impact. VCU offers bachelor's, master's, and doctorate degrees, each designed to empower you for success in today's fast-changing world. Join a global community of believers, learners, and leaders. Ready to start your journey? Viridian Christian University, transforming lives, empowering futures. Visit us at ViridianChristianUniversity.com. That's ViridianChristianUniversity.com.
In this life you are gonna grow, but there's things in this world that you gotta know. To be the best that you can be, you wanna grow real big into a strong tree. To be who you're created to be, the one who's gonna leave a legacy is you. But you got to have these 4 C's. Create, collaborate, then you commit with confidence. Create, collaborate, then you commit with confidence. It's the 4 C's. Gotta have these, oh yeah. It's the 4 C's.
but there's still so much work to do.
Hi, I'm Dr. James J.C. Cooley, and I'm raising funds to support life-saving research because every heartbeat is worth fighting for. In honor of Women's History Month, please join me in support of the American Heart Association and Women's Health.
That's right. It's your life. Dr. James J.C. Cooley Show.
Hello. Welcome back to the James Cooley Show. It's your life, and I tell you, I am enjoying this. Hey, Todd, what you think about the show so far, man?
Wow, James, I tell you, what a great show. I'm learning so much. I'm taking notes. I'm down to 1 bag of popcorn. I started off with 3, down to 1. Let's get right back to your guests.
Let's get right back. You know, I tell you what, we got a question by Stacy Leonard. That's my girl right here. What steps do you recommend to change generational trauma?
Oh, that is a great question. So the first step, I think, is having the conversation, right? Starting the conversation and bringing awareness to it, right? And it has to be an honest and open conversation. And the only way that it's going to work is everybody has to be amenable, right? One of the things that helped me is that when I decided to speak my truth and I spoke to my mom, you know, she said to me, and I didn't know what she was going to say. And I was definitely scared. But she said, tell your truth, baby. It's your truth. Tell your truth. And so it made it easier for me. So I would say, you know, gather those that you feel that you can trust the most to have that initial conversation with, and to break the ice and those barriers first, and then bring in more and more, right? And educate not just those older generations, but the younger ones too, right? And it kind of depends on what that generational thing is, right? Is it molestation? Is it, finances, whatever it is, right? You guys will have to work to heal that. And I would also, recommend some sort of therapy, talk therapy to work through it, whether it's with the family or whatever core group that needs it. I hope that helps.
I'm sorry. I was asking a question and I wasn't even on the screen. I said, you had mentioned something about avoidance. A lot of people avoid things. They push it to the side saying it's gonna go away. What is your recommendation for people that are having issues of trauma that want to just put their head in the sand and think it's gonna go away?
Oh, it is not going to go away. I promise you that. When we ignore trauma, I promise you, it just doesn't disappear. It definitely buries itself in our bodies and in our minds, and it shows up in ways that we don't always recognize. Suppressed trauma can lead to chronic stress, anxiety, depression, even physical health problems, heart disease, high blood pressure, and even autoimmune conditions. So you don't want to suppress it. Emotionally, avoiding trauma can create patterns of self-sabotage. People might numb themselves with work, relationships, alcohol, or just a lot of other distractions, thinking that they're fine, when in reality they're just running from their pain. And then over time, unresolved trauma can affect relationships, career choices, self-esteem, and then, overall the quality of life. So the longer you suppress trauma, the more it festers. Often it's going to resurface when you least expect it. And I'll use myself as an example. I carefully compartmentalized my childhood trauma so beautifully, wrapped it so nicely for almost 40 years until it presented itself through pain throughout my body, which I'll now have for the rest of my life. So I was diagnosed with fibromyalgia in 2019, which is incurable. So healing may be uncomfortable, but it's necessary.
Wow. We got Commander William Smiley. I don't know if you remember him. Yeah, I called you out, Commander. And what are the ways to get people to even talk about generation trauma? Understand some folks will maybe want to talk, but the ones that implemented the trauma need to be in the mix.
So you can't force anyone to have a conversation they don't want to have, right? I think the best way to address that, and really it's less about the offender, right? It's more about the person that has been offended. It's about your healing, right?
Wow.
So what I would do in that situation, if the person would, refuse to speak about it, is for my personal healing, I would sit down and write that person a nice long letter so that I can at least get it out. And whether he receives it or not, that's between him and God.
I like that answer. Sometimes I'm gonna be honest with you. When Michelle get mad at me, real mad or something like that, right? I don't even know. She'll go back. I don't know how she do it. She'll have like an 8-9 page letter to me. and give it to me, and I'm like, oh, I'm in trouble. But my point is, she gets her message across by doing that. So yeah. You probably haven't done that before.
I haven't done it to Terry, but that's a good idea.
I tell you what, we got about 3 minutes left in the show. What are some of the takeaways that you want our viewers and our listeners to get from this great discussion? And also, I need for you to tell them how they can get your products.
Oh, absolutely. So takeaways. Processing and addressing trauma is essential to your emotional, physical, and mental health. It may feel good to you to compartmentalize it and forget about it right now, but I promise you, it is going to resurface later on or at some point, and it's going to be ugly. Okay. It's not going to feel good. So get the help that you need now so that you can enjoy life later. Okay. If you need resources or help, reach out to me at Skincare by CMG at sbcmg.com or Natasha Speaks at natashanorris.com. You can, if you need assistance with getting, implementing self-care practices in your daily routine, or getting intentional about pouring into yourself, pre-order my mindfulness and self-care journal at www.natashanorris.com. Reach out to me. I'm here to provide you resources and to help you in any way that I can. You can check out my skincare line at www.sbcmg.com. Thank you so much for this awesome opportunity. It's been amazing.
And Natasha, thank you. Thank you so much. I want to thank you for coming on the show. You're invited back, by the way, if you have time. I'd like to thank Dr. Michelle Cooley for putting together another absolutely fantastic show. I'd like to thank my producer, Todd Pirate, and also my producers and Dallas. Most importantly, I'd like to thank our viewers and our listeners for tuning in to the James Cooley Show. It's your life. We'll be back tomorrow. Same time, same place. It's your life, and we'll see you then.
Now hear this.